Say, kids, what time is it?
Hey, it's Edson with GeekTime TV. It's been quite a while since I've been able to do a video. A lot of things happening in life that I had to deal with a couple months now. And there's a lot that's happened that I wanted to catch up on, a lot of comic book news, a lot of movies and TV. But then I saw this come up just yesterday, and I thought I'd start with this. Disney delays live action Snow White. Has it been canceled? Well, unfortunately, no, it has not been canceled. And we'll get into that. This is coming from Giant Freaking Robot by Chad Langdon. Let's take a look at this. Disney has pushed the live-action Snow White remake starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot to March 2025. That's a full year from its original opening, which was scheduled for March of 2024. Um, there's a classic shot of the classic Snow White, which we all like. Let's see here. Where do we start? Disney. Okay, so fortunately, there are no signs that Disney plans to cancel the live-action remake of Snow White. I would change that sentence to "Unfortunately, there are no signs that Disney plans to cancel," because they really need to just cancel this movie and start all over. But well, we'll see. The 1 year postponement of the film's release is due to the ongoing strike, which has impacted many studios, including Disney, necessitating changes to the release dates of several upcoming movies. However, it's worth noting that Snow White is still mired in many controversies, and the resulting backlash shows no signs of dying down anytime soon. So the sentence is quite revealing here that there is a lot of backlash due to the choices that they've made with this movie and due to one of their stars, Rachel Zegler, coming out and basically demeaning the original movie, which we all love. That's been loved since, for almost 100 years now. So for some reason, these people think that a great start to promoting their movie is to coming out and shitting on the source material. Not sure why that would work. Let's see. And this is one of the reasons also I don't think it has everything to do with the strike because they could have postponed it into the next year's like holiday season. They could postpone it 3 months, 6 months, but they decided to postpone it a full year. So I think there's other things going on here besides the strike, and this is one of the things that I think is happening is that because it is mired in controversies, they're hoping maybe by postponing a year, some of that stuff may die down. I don't think that's going to work. They've already done too much to ruin this, and people are not going to forget. One of the major points of contention surrounding Snow White is the decision to cast Rachel Zegler, known for her roles in West Side Story and Shazam: Fury of the Gods, as the titular character. In the original 1937 animated film, Snow White is famously described as having skin as white as snow. This had led some fans and critics who note Ziegler's Colombian and Polish heritage to argue that she doesn't fit the character's traditional appearance. Yeah, that's right off the bat. Race swapping the character, which was clearly described, skin as white as snow. But you know what? If that was the only change that they made, I think people would have gotten if they actually had stayed faithful to the source material and just having a different physical appearance for an actress do it. I think people would have eventually overlooked that and gotten to see the movie if it was going to be really good. But other things have happened besides that. Here's a nice shot of the original. Another controversy surrounding the live action remake of Snow White arose from the comments made by actress Rachel Zegler. She faced backlash from fans after she made playful remarks in interviews that seemed to mock the original animated film, and she was accused of disliking Snow White for portraying the character as weak and in need of a prince to save her. Playful remarks, I like that. That's a way to whitewashing what it. If you go back and see her interviews where she demeans the original movie, you'll see that they're not. She is very serious about her opinions about it. They're not just playful remarks. And I know Keith has done videos on this in the past about her stupid remarks about the original. Here's a piece of advice for people who are trying to do remakes. don't come out and shit on the source material. Actually, have a reference for the source material. That's a way to endear fans to want to at least try to watch your version of it. But by actually making fun of the source material, you basically lost a lot of the audience that you hoped to get by making a remake of such a classic, just by demeaning the original movie. It's like you just shot yourself in the foot for some. And I don't know why Disney continues to do this over and over again, and they let these people come out and talk like this. Furthermore, fans have taken issue with what they perceive as Disney's superficial approach to feminism, arguing that the portrayal of every female character as strong leader can be reductive and does not reflect the diverse aspirations and strengths of women. Exactly right. Uh, there is nothing wrong with having a strong female character. We've had movies for many, many years having strong female characters, but Disney seems to think that showing any kind of weakness in a female character, showing any kind of they always have to present themselves right off the bat as this perfect character, strong in every way, the best at everything without any kind of weakness. So they kind of eliminate kind of any kind of arc where they change at all. It's like if you're not going to have a character go through any kind of change and where they learn to deal with adversity and then there's no story at all. There's no story at all in that, and that's the weakness of it. That's the weakness of trying to have a character just a strong character without any kind of weakness. There's it's just it's not a character that's deep in any way. Lastly, a significant point of contention regarding the live action remake of Snow White is the casting choices for the seven characters traditionally known as dwarves. Despite the ongoing controversy and backlash, Disney remains committed to bringing Snow White to the big screen, albeit a year later than initially planned. While the studio is taking a different approach to the portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs compared to the original animated feature, the core story seems to remain. I disagree with that. The core story does not seem to remain intact, and you hear that. You can go back and rewatch Rachel Zegler's interviews on this. She, from her, from what she's saying, it's a completely different story. She wants nothing to do with the character of the prince being in there. She just wants that to be about a character, as I said before, where it's a strong female character, completely independent. I don't know what it is, the problem with making a movie, a story, having a story where characters rely on each other. That's real life. You can't just go around uh, just not being dependent on anyone else. I mean, male characters also strong male characters also depend on characters to help them. You see it all the time. So I don't get what their point of having this. It's not real. It's just like this blanket type character that has no real life to it. In this classic tale, a princess exiled to for a step. In this classic tale, a princess exiled to the forest by her evil stepmother, only to find refuge with the seven miners. Okay, so they're trying to say that, but it's not from from the point of view of what Rachel Zegler has said. It's nothing to. It's very very different than the original. Now, I will say this: maybe the fact that they are postponing a whole year instead of just having to do with the strike, maybe they are seeing this backlash and they don't want this movie to fall on its face, and maybe they are going back and hoping to go back and change some of the things to make it somewhat like the original, so that they'll get some of the audiences back. Try to recapture some of the audience that they lost. But I still think a year is not going to be good enough to fix this. Best thing to do would have been to just start all over. But let's see what they do. Let's see what they do from a year from now. So postponing for a year, I don't think it has everything to do with the strike. I think it has to do with the fact that they have a lot of controversy around it. I think they're hoping to change it a little bit. Maybe go back to reshoots and change it a little bit to endear themselves to the audience. And I think they're hoping that by waiting a year that the audience will forget some of these things. I don't think it's going to work. People are just have just been too angered by this stuff. You know, they're this 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 idea of having the actors coming out and preemptively telling you that you should like this movie. What has happened to just like you go and you make a movie, and then you wait for the audience to go see it and give an honest opinion, and hopefully but they'll love it, and they'll by word of mouth you get more and more people go, but not this thing about which they've done over the last few years, maybe 10 years or so, where they come and preemptively telling you before the movie even comes out, telling you need to like this character, you need to like this movie. That doesn't work that way. That's not what happened. That's not how you get people to come and turn over their hard-earned money to watch your movie, by just telling them what they're supposed to like. People know what they like on their own. So hopefully they'll learn their lesson from this. I doubt it. They're just keeping on doing this. I mean, they have their movie The Marvels coming out in a few days, and it's already looking like with the pre-sales that it's gonna not do very well. And again, they keep doing this stuff, and they're gonna keep losing money on this. But we'll see how this goes. But it's now there's Snow White 2025, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that's it for me this time, and I'm hoping to come back and do a lot more. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends, and as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.